Hi everyone, this is Coco, your candy aunt, and today I am here to teach you how to make this bow. This bow came out super cute. However, it was and is a little bit temperamental. So if I squish these beads really hard, they will collapse. But I did a wear test, so I wore this piece of candy for 2 days, and it's been holding its shape pretty well as long as I don't smash it. Okay. For this, I recommend either 20-pound fishing line or this cloth elastic. If you have the clear elastic, it's not going to work because if you pull that clear elastic really tight, it's just going to snap. So you're going to need some 20-pound fishing line or some clear elastic. And just note that if you do decide to use the elastic, you're going to see some of that elastic right here at the end. It's going to show. So if you don't want that look with the elastic showing, you'll want to use fishing line because the fishing line won't show at the end. Okay? All right. So here we go. I'm going to use a little over 2 feet of fishing line. Okay, I'm going to need some small 6.5 millimeter pony beads and actually just one 9 millimeter pony bead. Okay, so this bow is fairly easy. What is going to be difficult is to keep the tension tight, to make sure that you pull everything really tight. I think the fishing line is easier to work with, just because with the elastic, I had to pull tight the entire time, and that was hurting my hands a little bit. But if that's all you have, then work with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 on the string. I'm going to put the two ends together, and then I'm going to add one of the large pony beads. It's going to look like that. I'm going to separate the two ends, and I'm going to add 9 pony beads. You know, I haven't tried this using just regular size pony beads, so that will probably work as well. The reason why I like to do this is because I just think this is a cute balance. I like the size of this. If I was using the 9 millimeter, it would be much bigger, and that would mean that there might be more risk of it getting smashed. So this small size I like a lot. And then you want to use that 9 millimeter in the middle because you're going to string the elastic through it for the single, or maybe you're making like a fatty or a double or something, and so you're going to need that space to run the elastic through. Okay, so I ran this through once. Right now the string is going through everything once, and if I tie it off right now, it's going to be a problem because everything is going to be squishy and loose. So this is what happens when you only tie it off with the string going through once. And this is going to be the same whether you're using the fishing line or this elastic, because I tested that. So in order to avoid squishiness, we're going to run the string through everything again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, okay, and I'm going to go through the beads one more time. So just pull this through all the beads. So this side, I ran the elastic, sorry, not the elastic, the fishing line through twice. So I'm going to pull this through. Okay, and now the string, I'm going to pull it all the way through inside these beads. So again, I think the fishing line is easier because if you notice, I'm not pulling everything really tight right now. Everything is kind of loose. But if I was using the cloth elastic, I would have to be pulling everything really tight so that nothing gets loose. So I'll upload a video where I use the elastic later, just to show you the difference of the tension. Okay, so right now it is like this. So this is probably the most important step here, and that is to make sure that your knot is going to be really tight. So I'm doing a single knot and I'm pulling tight, right? Just pull it tight. And then I'm going to add a double knot. So I'm going to loop that knot twice. Okay, so here, pull it tight. Pull it very, very tight. Okay, now I'm going to arrange my beads. So what I like to do is I like to put the beads in. So I'm like putting it inside the bead, and I just go all the way through. And that kind of gives me a nice, cute shape there. So I'm going to do this here. Go inside. That's inside. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pull this tight again because it will loosen up. And then, for good measure, I'm going to add another knot. That's right, because I want to keep this tension very tight. Okay, so this will have this is the bow with the strings going in twice. This is the bow with the string going in just once. This one is not squishy right now, and this one is very squishy. Okay, play with the beads until you like it. Okay, so right now my knot is coming out from right here, this edge right here. Okay, so I'm going to take one string and I'm going to go, actually, you know what, before I do that, let's secure this knot. Very important. I'm going to take some clear nail polish. I almost forgot this important step. Okay, and take some clear nail polish here. And I'm going to add that to the knot. Now, when you do that, you might notice that your beads shift. That's okay. Shift them back. No big deal. After you shift them back, pull the knot tight again because it does loosen. Now, I'm going to pull this fishing line through the big bead so that the string right now will look like it's coming out of both sides of that large bead. Okay? Because I want my bow to hang on both sides of that large bead. Okay. I'm going to add 6 beads. If you want to make this part longer, add more than 6 beads. If you want to make it shorter, add less. But for me, 6 is a good length. Okay, 6 beads. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the last bead that I put on, and I'm going to string this end through these 5 beads. Okay, so I'm going to string that through those 5 beads. So it does that. And I'm going to do that to the other side as well. 6 beads on. Okay, I'm going to skip the last one that I put on, and I'm going to put the string through the 5 beads. Okay, now this elastic, oh no, I let it go. This elastic, sorry, not the elastic, the fishing line is so smooth, and I do like working with this more than the cloth elastic, because when I was pulling the cloth elastic, there was so much friction, it was getting stuck, and it was just harder to work with. I was able to do it, but it was definitely not as easy as working with the fishing line, which is just buttery smooth. Hurts my hand less. Okay, so what I'm going to do, look for the knot. Okay, so my knot is right here, that original knot that I made. So I want to place the second knot on the other side. And the reason why I want to do that is because if I put that knot here, it's going to create some weird tension here. So I want to balance this out. I'm going to put the knot on this side, okay? Because when I open this up, I could see that that's where my knot is. So what I mean is my knot is right here. Sorry, my knot is right here. So I'm going to take the string closer to the knot side, and I'm going to pull it through that large bead. Okay. And this is where I'm going to tie. So now the strings are both meeting on the other side of that large bead. Hello. And I'm going to tie it right here for maximum cuteness. Okay. All right. Did a single knot, double knot. Okay. I'm going to add some clear. Where'd my knot go? Oh, there we go. Add some clear nail polish to that knot. There we go. Okay, so this one is sticking out a little bit, and so what I'm actually going to do, loop this back in. Okay. Right now, the tension is a little bit off because this side was a little bit looser and this side was a little bit tighter. And that just happens because the knot was on this side, so it pulled this string tighter than this one. So I'm just kind of like pulling it a little bit and letting the tension of the string balance out. I'm going to cut this knot. Okay, and now my bow is done. My beads may have shifted again, not a problem. Just move them back the way you like. And here it is, your finished bow. Put this on a single, put this on a double, put this on a cuff. Okay, until next time, bye guys.